another Season of War battle report. We are playing
Shifting objectives.
Shifting objectives. So this mission, 3 objectives across the middle, each worth 1 point, but every round, one of them is randomly selected to be worth 3 points. So pretty standard kind of scoring. We're deploying 12 inches out from the line in this mission. And the armies we are playing are Lumineth Realmlords
versus Flesh Eater Courts.
Yeah. So this is, I think, my 5th game with Lumineth now. Our second battle report. And this is only your 2nd game with Flesh Eater Courts?
Yeah.
So Lumineth are brand new, but you're newer to your army than I am. And this list is kind of my, just through practice, what I've kind of tuned up to be a more competitive list. I don't know what you're running, so we'll get into deployment.
Yep.
And then kind of go over our lists. But before we do that, I did want to just say a big thank you to everyone who's watched our videos so far and liked or shared or especially subscribed to our channel. We just hit 1,000. We just hit 100 subscribers yesterday, so that was exciting for us. And obviously, we got a lot of attention for our first Lumineth battle report. So, bringing another one here as we kind of explore this new army. So I guess we'll roll off to choose sides and deployment.
All right.
4,
2,
2. So I have choice. We're not playing terrain or realm rules. I think we're also waiting. So this is probably our last match in GHB 2019.
Yeah.
So going forward, all the realms and stuff is changing. So we're just kind of getting our last game in, and I don't think any of those are a big deal for us. So I'm just going to choose this side because it doesn't really matter too much. But I'll deploy first, and then we'll come back after deployment and talk about our armies.
Okay.
Okay, so finished deployment. I finished first because I had a battalion, so I was able to drop pretty quickly. So I'll go through my list first. I think I have a pretty standard Lumineth list as it goes. I'm running 2 units here of 20 wardens each, and 1 unit of 10 wardens. The 2 ones in the 20 are in my Orlon Legion battalion, with the 2 units of 10 sentinels in my Cathalar. If they're within 3 of each other, I get rerolling ones to save on any of those units. So 2 20s, a 10 of wardens, and then 2 10s of sentinels, and then I have obviously Techless, my Cathalar, and 1 unit of 5 Dawn Riders. Everything for now has been deployed in the Shining Company, so I will be -1 to hit until I move out of it. As I mentioned, I also have the Orlon Legion Battalion, and then I'm running the End of Spell Portal for obvious reasons. So I'm a 4-drop at minimum, so I dropped you. But taking through your list.
All right, I've got 3 units of 10 ghouls as battle line, a unit of 6 flayers with the Flayer Courtier, the Arch Regent, and then 2, 1 Zombie Dragon, 1 Terrorgeist, with a good little game on each. It's not a lot of models on my side.
Yeah, I have a fair bit of infantry. Obviously, based on my first few games and even our last game, obviously the Wardens were pretty good, so bringing more of them into the list, getting a little more screening was important, and bonus objectives is always nice. I forgot to mention I'm running the nation Sire, which is kind of the obvious one to choose because I get 2 of the Aether Quartz on each unit, and for a command point, I can spend a second one each any phase. So it lets me use them more often with more units. So they're obviously very helpful. Just talking through this matchup, I think we both feel like this matchup favors the Lumineth. Obviously, you are kind of a command point hungry army to begin with, and me being able to make you spend double is pretty huge. So that can definitely have an impact on the game, unless you get like a lucky unbind of 11 or 12.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So that's going to be big, and then obviously I have kind of magical supremacy. So I feel like this mission potentially, or not mission, but this matchup favors Lumineth, but we'll just kind of see what these armies do toe to toe. So me having choice, going into round 1,
we should roll first to figure out which one it is.
Yes, good point. So if you want to roll, we'll say 1, 2, 3. 1. So this is the objective that's worth 3 points. The other 2 are worth 1. And so it's my choice of who goes first. And I'm just going to do some quick measuring. So it's 6 inches from the center of the objective. So I am just outside of 18. So that means double moving, they will not be able to get onto it first turn. Neither can I run because I'm in Shining Company already. So that's going to impact theirs. What's the move on your Terrorgeists?
14.
14. We're 24 parts, so you have a 10-inch charge if you want to get into me off the bat.
Knowing, of course, I can run charge.
Running charge, so you have
Potential.
Yeah.
Potential.
Also, you have 2 command points to begin with, so if I give you first, you're going to be able to attack twice with 2 of them because you get a free attack twice in your army. So ideally, I'd like to give you first so that you come up here and I can move and then charge onto it. But I think that's going to hurt me in the long run because you can send stuff into me turn 1.
What about your horsey guys?
I could get them onto it, but they're just out in the open now. But I'm still going to take first turn because I just can't get tied up in my own backfield. And without my buffs, you can start chewing through my army pretty quickly. So I'm going to take first turn. So we'll go into the top of round 1. Lumineth Realmlords going first. Okay, so end of Lumineth turn 1. Because of where the objective came down, I had to send my horse riders out because I can't not store at least the 3. Because of how slow my army is, I couldn't run onto these objectives. So I literally don't get on either of these 2. So I'll only score 3 points this round, which is pretty painful. So this is not ideal. Additionally, you managed to unbind my 5-up Feel No Pain aura. So you potentially have a turn, and then 2 with the double maybe, of getting into my stuff with that extra save. So I'm a little scared right now. I didn't get much damage out with my Searing White Light. I think I got 4 wounds on your terror dice.
No, you did 9 damage.
Yeah, but really the two ghouls were the only thing that died.
Yeah.
So pretty insignificant in terms of debilitating your army. I did not really hurt your army at all. These archers didn't do very well. Only got 2 wounds on your arch regent, so he survived. I couldn't take him out, and because of having to cast the Speed of Hish on these guys, I wasn't able to cast the command point spell. I was hoping to kind of balance it out by killing the arch regent, but I didn't to do that. So not near what I kind of felt like I wanted or needed to do this round. So I'm a lot more scared than I was before the game, especially with the threat of the double. So that's the end of my turn. I'll just score those 3 points. I'm not in the greatest position. You could get into these archers if you wanted, but it also kind of puts you in a spot where if I get the turn, I could just counter-charge you and punish you, whatever comes in. So we'll see what happens as we go into Flesh Eater Courts, turn 1 at the bottom of round 1.
Alright, so in... I was going to say Nighthaunt turn 1, but this is Flesh Eater Courts turn 1.
Yep.
It did all my healing things. He mustered back a bunch of ghouls. The 2 ghoul kings just healed themselves. D3 for 3, so he went to full. He automatically heals 1 from a D3, so he went to full. The Archregent automatically heals 3, so he went from 5 wounds taken to down to 2.
We can effectively say my round 1 doing D3 mortals to your entire, or D3 to D6 mortals to your entire army was completely ineffective because you healed all those wounds back.
I took 2 wounds.
2 wounds, okay. So that spell everyone's complaining about, well, not saying it's not strong. In this situation, did 2 wounds.
Yeah. Granted, but if I got the double,
just
if you got the double on me at any point, you would
potentially, yes.
You could take out entire units with that.
For sure. And again, I'm not saying it's not strong. We all know it has the potential to be strong. But I think in my 5 games, most of the turns have been I kill 1 or 2 models, I get a couple wounds on a couple things, but I'm not killing anything. A little bit of chip damage, obviously here you healed it all back. Most of it back. You get 7 out of 9 wounds back. So, not that it's not strong. I'm not saying the ability's not strong, but I don't think people really see it in a game yet. And in my experience, yes, it can help me take out cheap heroes, but it can't do it on its own. I'm reliant on getting archers. On many missions like this one, I just am not getting the volume of shots I need to into you, and I'm still dependent on 5s and 6s.
Yeah.
I can, reroll 1s, doesn't matter. I'm -1 to hit. Again, the 5 and 6s are all that matters, but just want to illustrate that 20 archers and this, and that's, I have the cage, so I can't throw them up the field super fast, especially with Shiny Company. It's tough to get the wounds out there. Not saying in other matchups or missions or whatever, it can't be strong. It definitely can be, but I don't see it as game-breaking. I guess would be my point, where there's a lot of people really worried about that spell. I don't see it as game-breaking. It has the potential to be strong, 100%. It also has the potential to effectively do 2 wounds. So, sorry to take over your turn recap, but just wanted to mention that.
So then I went into casting spells. The Zombie Dragon cast his to give rerolls to wound.
Yep.
The Terrorgeist cast his to give himself the death save, or no, the 5 upfield of pain.
Yep.
The Archregent got his off to give +2 attacks to the Terrorgeist.
Yeah. And even so, you got those off, even with my +1 to unbind, you got all 3 of those off.
Yep. He had +2 to cast, so that helps.
Yeah.
Then you auto unbound the one that lets me run and charge.
Yeah. Meant maybe only one of your Terrorgeists ended up getting in, so...
Yeah, no, because neither of these guys got in because of that.
Yeah. Well, only one of them necessarily. You can only give it to one of them, right?
No, you can give it to 3.
Oh. Wow, okay, yeah, that's...
If you roll a 10 or higher, you can give it to 3, which is why you
And we didn't even roll it, because I just said declare that it's auto unbinding it.
Yeah.
So you could have, theoretically given it to both those units, and they're both in, and both my archers potentially have been wiped out or something. Mm-hmm. So that auto unbind saved me, but you still got the rest of your spells off.
So then I moved up the ghouls to take all 3 objectives. I've got 7 here, so I take that purely on just body numbers. I moved the flayers up, tried to make the charge, even with the triumph to reroll the charge. They failed. They needed a 9, but then by the time I did a couple of wounds, they needed 10 to join me from the front. So yeah, they got like a 4 and a 7, so nothing. He failed charge even with a reroll. The Terrorgeist did get in, and he took out the whole unit of. Well, no, he shot them first with his breath and killed 5, and then went in and killed the other 15 into pile in 2 activations.
And you have a free activation because of
my non-subfaction.
Your non-subfaction.
He shot and killed 1 horse rider.
Yep.
And that's about all that. Oh, no, the ghouls piled in and killed 1 archer. Yes.
Yeah. And they killed, these guys killed 2, and I think the archers killed 3. And then with my Cathlar, I was able to make them immune to battle shock, make you a extra -3. In addition to the -1 from the gem, you were at -9 and lost an extra 3 on battle shock.
4.
I think it, 4.
I
4 on
rolled a
battle
5.
shock. Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, so I lost.
And I'm 6 here. I'm too far for your -1s.
Oh, I don't have any.
Oh, -1. Okay, so they're fine. But again, I made those guys immune. I didn't lose any spearmen there.
Yeah.
So you chewed a big hole in the front of my army.
Yeah. No, this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
I think priority plays a big
Oh,
role
for
here.
sure. I think from, I guess, our early game discussions where we're like talking about the theory of the matchup, and again, everyone, I think because people haven't had a chance to play with this army, we haven't seen it on the table much. Everyone's scared of the potential, but when you really see it in practice, this army could get on one of these objectives because I have to double move.
Yeah.
So I'm down. So you score 5 right now, so I'm down 5-3. In addition to taking a punishment on your turn. I think just to talk about my plays, I think I made a mistake. Again, the ethereal, I can't predict where you're going to go in, right? So I'm hanging these guys out to dry, so it makes sense to throw that there.
Yeah.
I think the mistake I made, or one mistake, these spearmen, I should have known that they weren't going to be effective. You're not going into them, you're not fighting, you don't care about here, you want to hold me back from the objective. So I should have spent their cast rather than the 5 exploding 5s to do the spell portal, so that I could have done, because they didn't have enough spells to do the command point one. Now, again, you could have still done what you did with command points, but it would have cost you 2. So it wouldn't have had an effect on the game right now, but could have down the road.
Yeah.
But yeah, so obviously I'm behind points wise, and with the potential of the double, I could be down 10-3 if you win priority here. So let's go into the priority roll. All right, so for priority round 2, I roll a 1
and a 3.
Okay, so it's your priority. Are you going to give me the turn?
No.
Okay, so we're going into top of round 2. Flesh Eater Courts going first.
Turn 3. Yes.
Yep. All right. So end of top of round 2 with Flesh Eater Coats. Taking through your turn.
Right, so I started off casting some spells. The zombie dragon got his off for the reroll wounds aura. The Terrorgeist failed his just on a 3 or a 4 or something. Then you unbound the auto unbound the plus tax spell, and then
you got Mystic Shield off.
Mystic Shield,
on the fighters.
So that was it for the hero phase, because I didn't have anything to bring back besides the ghouls, which weren't in range of mustering. So that was the end of the hero phase. I moved up the ghouls so that they were all within range of the objectives. I moved up the flayers just outside of 3. I took the zombie dragon over, and then the Terrorgeist was already in combat, so he just sort of stayed where he was. And the Vargo flew over, building. The Archregent ran up off of his throne, very anticlimactically.
Slowly making it into the battle.
Yeah. So in the shooting phase, the 2 Terrorgeist and the zombie dragon shot at the archers.
I think it killed a total of 5 in shooting.
Yeah, so there was two left, so the Terrorgeist wasn't freed up to make a charge somewhere else. The flayers shot 4 of them into the spearmen and 2 of them into the archers, and I killed maybe 2 spearmen out of all of that. Then charges, I went in with the flayers. They only needed a 3, they got an 11, so they all got into combat.
You got the position pretty well.
Yeah. The first round, they were not in range of the aura because the zombie dragon failed his charge, but they're on their second activation and second piling, they were able to pile in range.
So I think I killed, in their first activation, I killed maybe, I think it was like 7 guys. No, it would have been, 7, and then you killed 11 in your second activation once you had the rerolling wounds.
Yeah.
So that was pretty big. And obviously, you got the free piling and attack twice, so you got to activate them twice. Yeah. And completely wiped out my wardens.
The Vargo made a charge, but in order to be able to do that,
you have to leave him.
Double piling and getting into range, I had to leave him out. The Terrorgeist then went into the 2 archers, and the Ghoul King killed them without.
Not until after my 2 archers killed 1 ghoul.
Oh, that's very
of course. So
we're ghoul.
Yeah.
The Terrorgeist didn't even get to attack this turn. He was very disappointed.
No, you killed the archers.
No, the Ghoul King did before.
Oh, right, yeah. You killed them with your gory claws or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you killed 3 you did 3 wounds to 2 models, so it was over there.
So I will take 5 points again.
Yep.
And the objective is over here, so that pretty much limits you to only possibly getting 2 this turn.
I think, yeah. And even that, I think I could effectively get 1. If I go for 2 and even throw my archers up there, and then they're potentially just dead. Honestly, I'm just gonna, I think, wave the white flag at this point with just the way the board is. Obviously, you had a very, very successful turn this round. You can see my 20 wardens and the last 7 archers dead. I can't push this objective anymore. You've taken out both my 2 big 20 blocks of wardens, so I can kill them, score 1 point, and then maybe if I get the double, push to this one. Taking out both of those guys is hard, especially without the 20 wardens. It's just, I think, out of reach for me to claw this one back. You'll just store these the last couple rounds, and even if I leave this one and come in, you have summons, so you can summon round 3 even and just sneak onto that. So I would have to leave something there, and you've chewed through 50 of my 75 bodies, and so I don't think there's really much I can do at this point. Big decisive win for Flesh Eater Courts. I think it's funny, from our pre-game talk, we obviously were like, there are some strengths of Lumineth that we thought would counter, some of the things Fleshing Your Courts does. But really, Fleshing Your Courts is just good at combat and fast, right? And I think after our last match...
Well, so getting the lucky 11 to dispel your...
Yep. But I don't think that...
Feel no pain. Like, maybe these guys would have survived.
So you overkilled these guys. So I say, maybe 5 more of those wounds. Because you're double piling, right? You bit them. And I didn't even wait for your damage of your 3 bites on D6 damage because they were just gone. So I don't think they would have, maybe I have 1 or 2 models. Doesn't change this because he was tied up with them. And maybe I have a couple there, but they're not doing anything, right? I have maybe 5 models if I roll above average.
Yeah.
So something that, had an impact, but I don't think it would have changed the outcome of any of these combats. Last round, or after our last game, we talked about how I was worried about armies that were fast, like Fleshing Your Courts, like Iron Jaws, like Deepkin. And I think this is a good illustration of, even on a mission where we're farther apart, there's still only 3 objectives. I just have such a hard time getting onto them. Now, I could have maybe deployed better where these guys were able to run here without doing the double move, and I double move someone else onto here. That could have helped me, but you still blow up that 20 block. So the only difference is I'm at 4 instead of 3. That's the best I could have hoped for. Obviously, you won the double. If you didn't, maybe I have a chance to consolidate, get onto objectives, get up my buffs. Knock off a couple wounds on some stuff. But I don't think that's going to change the outcome necessarily. I think you taking out these guys round 1, I don't have anything now that can push that objective, right? So, yeah, that was a decisive victory. I think, when we played the Nighthawk match, it was pretty close.
Yeah.
In terms of killing stuff, you just outscored me. This one, you outscored me and dominated my army in combat. So even with, obviously I get to activate twice, but the attacking first, you don't even have attack first. You just get to choose because it's your turn.
Yeah.
So you're not doing anything special.
The double activation, though, is...
It's nice, but you can play around it, right? Where you're only attacking 1 unit, so me getting to double activate, it doesn't matter.
No, I mean my double activation.
Oh, yes, sorry.
So even though,
getting to attack twice, yes.
Yeah.
With the unit.
I may only have 1 thing in combat, but that 1 thing gets to...
eliminate one of my things,
Yeah.
especially the Wardens, that's pretty big. Just wanted to end with saying a big thank you to everyone who's watched and supported our battle reports so far. Really appreciate it. Again, we're pumping these out weekly at least. We're moving into GHB 2020 next week. So again, just thank you to everyone that's liked, shared, and subscribed to our channel so far. Obviously means a lot, and really appreciate all the feedback and discussion that we've had in the comments. So, we'll see you soon with another matchup.
Take care.